Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I've been experimenting and with making some faux eco dye paper, and this is an example. So this is my first try. It's this branch and some acrylic ink. So while I like this, I'm going to just play around. I think I used a little too much water on this because when I pulled the leaves off, there were some puddles and I didn't wait for it to completely dry. So I'm going to try this again. I do like this effect, so I am going to keep this sheet of paper and use it for something. But let me show you real quick what I've done. So I have several acrylic inks here. I've got some Dollar Roni acrylic inks that I'd picked up a while back when they were on clearance. So I've got some earth tones. This one's sepia. We have, let's see, red earth. I'm gonna try a bright yellow as well, which this one's called processed yellow. I need to shake this up because there's a lot of settling on the bottom. I've also got some Liquitex acrylic ink. There's transparent burnt umber, and I've got a raw sienna in the Liquitex as well. I've got some transparent burnt sienna, and there's a raw sienna in the De La Roni too. So I'm probably not going to use all of these colors. I think what I'm going to do is just color this whole paper and then fold it in half, so that way, well, we'll see what happens. We shall see. So I'm going to just wet this. I'm going to try not to get it too wet because I think I had too many puddles the first time. So I want this dampened. This is just plain water. Just sprayed it until I've got like a nice shiny surface here. And then I'm going to add my lighter colors first, shake this up, and just randomly drop in some of this yellow. I may have to help this out a little bit. I think some colors flow better than others. And I don't know if I told you, this is a piece of Canson mixed media paper. Really want more yellow than anything else, and maybe just little bits of dark here and there, and maybe the dark will help with the veining. So I'm just spraying some more water to kind of get that to spread. I think I'm just going to have to use my brush and spread that around because we want this paper to remain nice and damp. And it looks like some of this has dried already because I've got specks here, little dots, which is fine. That's fine. And let me try, this one is the raw sienna. Shake it up. See, this spreads a lot better. Of course, I did add a little more water. That spreads quite a bit better than the processed yellow. And I'm just going to, let's see. I said I wasn't going to try to get, I said I was going to just not get this too wet, but here I am like soaking this paper. Of course. Spread this out. I think I want to add more of that yellow. I don't know. Let's do some of the transparent raw sienna. Just drop a little bit, just randomly. And just take my brush and tap it in there to get it mixed in. And then I'll add, let's see, I don't have this corner. Not filling in these corners very well. Let me do the edges. We don't have to be too precise with this since I'm going to fold it in half. And then I want a darker color. Let's do the transparent. Isn't that what I just did? Oh, no, transparent burnt umber. So I want some dark areas here. And we'll spread this out some, just tap it in there. Random areas like this. I'm gonna leave some of the lighter spots. Alright, so now got some leaves. I'm going to, let's see if I can just arrange this on one half of the page. Here's a leaf. And I like this leaf here that's been kind of eaten by something with all these little holes. I think that'll give it a nice look. Let's see. Wonder if I can just do this. We'll just do this. Now I'm just going to fold this paper over. And just make sure that the leaves have not folded. Let's see. The leaf's kind of dry, so I want to try to get this flat. At least fairly flat. Alright, so flat enough. So just pressing that down, and then I'm taking a heavy book. So I've got my dictionary, and just going to put that on there, and I will come back in about an hour or two, and I'll show you. Hopefully we get something really nice. Okay, so it has been about 2 or 3 hours, and I went back and watched the first clip of this, and if I'm doing a lot of sighing and huffing and puffing when I speak, I apologize, because that was working my nerves. I'm watching myself, and I'm like, why am I sighing and sounding like I can't breathe? So hopefully I don't sound like that again. I just got done eating. I was pretty full. My stomach was pretty full, so maybe I sound like that all the time. I don't know. But anyway, here's the reveal. It should be fairly dry. Yeah, it's still cool to the touch. It's kind of damp. But let's see what we got here. Let's see. Ooh. That looks really cool. That actually looks very similar to the eco-dyed paper and a lot more color intensity, so you can I really like how those prints turned out there. So just another alternative where you don't have to boil paper or add, go through that whole thing of boiling paper and adding vinegar or soaking stuff in alum and all of that good stuff. I mean, when you could just go straight into this with your water and acrylic inks, because acrylic inks are permanent, so you don't have to worry about adding anything to it to make it permanent. And I really like this. I'm not sure if I like that better than the original one, because I like this as well. And this one was the paper was a little more wet, and this was not folded over. I actually put another sheet of paper over top of this one, and just let it sit. And it's still kind of wet there where I had added a little bit more to it. I don't know, you can't really see that very well because I added a little bit of sumi ink to it, but the way the lighting is with this, you can't really see that. Well, you can see a little bit of the dark area right here where I just had some sumi ink that I had been playing around with, and it was dried on this, and I just splattered it on with a wet brush. But I like this as well, and I'm sorry about the lighting again. You can't really see as well as I can here the detail. But I mean, I like the little water effects that you get here, the little water droplets. This here was where the other sheet of paper that I put on top, which it was wrinkled, so you could see the wrinkles in there. So that's why I decided to just take it and fold it in half. But I really like that. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you give this a try. And I will see you again in the next video. Thank you.